Good morning. Well, it might be evening by the time you look at this, but today is actually Thursday, January 25th, and I start with the date because, frankly, I queue these blog posts up many days in advance often, and I wanted to do something different today, and you'll understand why in a second. But back to the usual scheduled program or the normally scheduled program next week. Frankly, I was in this conference room yesterday. And I'm just going to be real with you. What I'm about to talk about is not easy to talk about. I was in this conference room having a very good meeting, left for a second, got a text message from my sister to come to HR. And in that moment, everything changed. You know, you have a plan, and then everything changes. You see, one of our team members hit a patch of ice yesterday on her way to work. The accident was brutal, and she's no longer with us. In fact, it's the second time in my 10 years that this has happened. You can't prepare for that type of a moment. Yesterday was one of the most difficult days of my life from the standpoint of walking plant to plant with my sister, with our general manager, our director of manufacturing, and our plant manager. People were crying, we were hugging people. In an instant, life can change. The perspective that it gives you is very humbling. I mean, in an instant, life can change. The roads here in Chicagoland were just awful. I heard one account yesterday saying that there was over 200 accidents yesterday. And that's awful. And I even prayed with my wife last night for all those accidents. But I think about this one person, this one family, how much they mattered to our family. It was hard. Today's going to be even harder. But we'll get through this as a family. And that's the beautiful thing about here is that we are one family. It's not some little core value that's on the wall. It's we are one family. I saw that yesterday. And that was touching. You see, I have this belief, and I've said it before, every human being matters. Black, white, Hispanic, we're part of one family. I saw that with my own eyes yesterday. And yesterday sucked. But there was something beautiful in that. Another thing that became crystal clear yesterday is that I'm proud of our family. I'm proud of the ladies who are bawling. I'm proud of the ladies that are going to come alongside the 3 children this lady left behind. I know with my whole being that all of us in this building will rally together for her 2 kids that still work here, that'll still be coming here. I know that. You know, we have a plan, we have a strategic plan, a sales goal, just like I'm sure your company does. But none of that seems to matter when something like this happens, does it? You know, I know it's cliche to say human beings matter and all this stuff. And so that's where I'm going to close this talk. And this is why I wanted to give this little spiel, if you will. Give me a little grace. I'm obviously a little emotional. Well, my challenge to you is this. If you believe in that, if you're a leader, or even if you're just somebody part of a team, show and tell. You know, last fall I took my son to his first Bears game, and believe it or not, it was actually one of the games they won this year. He had such a good time. He took the ticket with him back to kindergarten the next day. Had the ticket in his hand, and he showed and tell. Think about that. If we really love the people that we serve, We walk the floor. We show and we tell. We show them we love them. We're there. We go to the funeral home. We hug the family. We show up. But we also tell. We also tell using words. I know it's uncomfortable. Trust me, I didn't know what to say yesterday. I looked like an idiot, I'm sure, but I showed up and I mumbled some words. Said, we're there for you. We love you. I mean, if we could just say we love you and we actually show that we mean it over and over and over, that's more than enough. Thankfully, my sister with me yesterday has a much more, shall I say, is gifted more in those sort of moments than I am. But we all play a role. We showed up and we told our team that we would be there for them. This happened at 10 in the morning, and by 2 o'clock, we had a grief counselor on site. They're back here today. It's going to be a hard day, but we're going to get through this as a family. Love this family. Glad I work with this family, and I'm proud of this family.